In the famous words of Maverick, good morning, aviators. Anyway, today we are going to be flying out of Tampa, Florida. Absolutely love Florida. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous state. Um, don't know exactly. I think it's a Tampa International Airport. I don't know. Um, and once again, using the H145 by High Performance Group. Just absolutely stunning aircraft. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, guys. Let's get it. Let's get out of our camera view here. Get rid of that. Alright, let's set up a mission. Let's see, what do we want to do today? Today, I think we're going to do an accident. Got a lot of streets. It's perfect for an accident. The only issue we have with accidents is this system will put them... Do you have an airplane crash? Let's do that. Let's do an airplane crash. An airplane has crashed on the runway at a local airport. Your job is to fly to the airport and pick up the patient who was injured. I like that. That will actually be, See, it looks like they're loading the patient from... Yeah, we're gonna abort that. I'm not a fan of that. I thought you had to, like... I've done it before where I've flown to the airplane crash, but I think it's because I'm at the airport. Alright, we'll do a nearby road accident. That's what I'm looking for. We'll do the road accident. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, the only issue I have with road accidents is location. They will plop these things down and it'll be in the middle of some really tiny road where it's impossible to land. But it looks like I might have a field right here. Good big highway. Not a whole lot of buildings. A lot of what looks like open space. So this could be oh, it's right next to MacDill Air Force Base. Awesome. That's perfect. I can land right down in the grass there. Okay, let's get it. Hey, let's get some power. By the way, what are we glitching out for? There we go. Look at that. We got the sunrise in here. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Some DC power standby battery, avionics on. Lavix on. Air conditioning, as always. Can't forget the AC. Florida's pretty hot. We don't need any blade heating. PT and static heating on. Fuel prompts. Let's hear it. Engine 2 coming alive. I always do that. Always do that. Did that in the last video, I think. Just disconnect our ground power. Release our parking brake. Aircraft. Get rid of that. There we go. Engine 2 coming alive. There we go. Now we're good. Weird little glitch there. Not really sure what's going on with the audio, but there we go. Now we're live. Okay, let's get engine 1 popping. Engine 1's up. finish up with our switches here. Transfer pumps on. We'll turn on landing lights for now. Strobes, position, HTOL. I still gotta look up what that is. On that, there's some instrument lights. There we go. I have to push all the buttons. That's how it works. Autopilot is on. I'm not mistaken. That's deep. Okay. This is defog down here. Ground power. Oh, I do forget. I do have the ground power switch. I always forget about that. And, USBs in here. That is absolutely awesome. The attention to detail that High Performance Group has put into this. We turn on our radios, all that good stuff here. Okay. Pretty much set. Flight. Got all of our doors closed. Set up our decision height, 200 feet as always. Perfect. That's looking good. Good there. So voltage 25 volts. Love it. Love it. I'm sorry, 24.3. Perfect. Weight. Just make that 600s. Do it 660. Somebody had an extra cheeseburger today. We're all good to go. We're ready for takeoff. We're clear left, clear right. Let's make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. And we're up. We're going to take off from here because it is an emergency. Let's get that nose forward. I have noticed that certain areas that I do try out and fly out of, it can be a little bit difficult, a little glitchy. Big cities like Tampa, you got New York, California, it's being Los Angeles. It can be a little glitchy. So if there are some stutters here and there, I do apologize for that. Nothing I can really do about that. Just the game doing its game thing. Short flight today. Nothing crazy. You know what? Let's go fly along the coast. Absolutely love the graphics. The water looks phenomenal. It's interesting because Florida does have a lot of houses with red roofs, and as you look down here, there's a lot of houses with red roofs. I don't know what the fascination is with red roofs, but Oh well. Everybody's doing good back there. About halfway there. We got 2 minutes. And we're heading right for our accident scene. Absolutely gorgeous. Always love flying out of Florida though. Florida's always been a phenomenal state to fly out of. Microsoft Flight Sim did an amazing job with this game. Absolutely incredible. I mean, this just takes it to a next level. Well, let's see if my 2 hours of hover training and practice paid off yesterday. I was bored last night and ended up going to like some random airport and threw in a helipad, and I was just practicing for a couple hours, and I was getting pretty good at it there for a while. But you know how it goes after a couple hours practicing it, you'll get tired. Hand starts to cramp up, that kind of thing. And you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I do see a runway there, so I want to get. Yeah, might not have to do that. Let's see. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Coming up on it. We're sitting about 90 knots. Right here on the edge. Let's start bleeding some airspeed here. Oh. See it right there in front of me. I do think that is it, right? We are right in the wind. Oh, correction on that. Let's fix that. We are completely the opposite of wind. Never want to land tailwind. But there's the accident scene. Let's do a Yui here. And we'll come in. Should be a solid landing. I shouldn't have any excuses. Plenty of area to land on. Open area. What I want to do is get some distance so I can get a proper turnaround here. Really set up my approach well. Don't want to kill all my airspeed. It'll just put me into a hover here. There we go. Let's gain some of that back. Awesome. About 40 knots right now. Beautiful turnaround. Looking good. Let's get that approach in. Beautiful. We got that roadway there and everything you can land on. Start kicking that airspeed now. Don't really need to be going Mach Jesus here. Let's get a little closer. Wow, you even got the fire trucks out? That's a first. I don't think I've ever been to an accident scene and have them have fire trucks out. That's awesome. Let's bring her down now. down. Phenomenal landing. Perfect. I don't think I could have done it better. Any better. Absolutely love that. Down to idle. Alright, our lovely crew is going to do what they got to do. Gentlemen, do your thing. I do love the animations. I think they could have done a little bit better. Just getting, you know, be reaching their arms out to make it look like they're opening the doors. Just the doors opening themselves like that. That's not really a thing from my understanding. I mean, unless the pilot can just push a button and that happens, but who knows? How do you wreck like that? Interesting. Yeah, fire trucks. I've never seen them in this game before. That's awesome. Anyway, we've done a good landing. Let's get a preliminary weight added to our patient. Let's make the patient 225. It is a good, solid ground weight. Good there. Fuel's good. Our voltage is still at 24.3. Looking good. Let's get a hospital picked out a while. I would love to get one with a helipad. If we can get one with a helipad, something about landing on a helipad. Let's see here. We have a hospital over here. A couple here. Don't know. That looks like that could be a center of town. Oh, this one might have it. It's a. Oh, that's. If I'm not. Yep, that looks like a helipad to me. We'll take it. That would be perfect. That should be a nice, easy approach. This might be the first video where I'm not really struggling with landing or taking off anywhere. This is good, guys. St. Joseph's Hospital. And then our start was, what base is this? KTPA. Or TPA. One of those, I think it's KTPA. But it's, we can probably see it from the hospital. Awesome. Bringing our patient back. Hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. Hope everybody was safe. Nobody did anything they shouldn't have done. I worked for a local law enforcement agency, and I can recall a time a couple years ago somebody was setting off fireworks, and the firework went off in the juvenile's hand, and there was, let's just say it was not a pretty sight, and one of these lovely helicopters had to come out. We have a local life flight, and had to transport that young patient. So, out of that situation, my suggestion, don't play with fireworks. Obviously, unless you know what you're doing. Alright, we're secure, we're ready to go. Let's pick out that hospital. I have high hopes. Don't disappoint me. Oh, come on. There we go. Do not disappoint me. Got a lot of airports. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Okay. Let's get it. I think it's going to be a bit of a shorter video today. Everything's kind of close by. That's alright. I try and post at least once a day to once every other day. Most of my videos are about 40 minutes long. Takeoff? This is what's called a PC-1 takeoff, taking off backwards. That is for the simple fact of if you lose an engine, you can auto-rotate. Let's get some more altitude here. Ooh. Wind's catching me there on the side. Alright, my screen is doing that thing again. Did it in the last video. I think I just have to zoom out so it'll fix itself. And we're off. Yep. Just a zooming issue. We don't need to gain as much altitude. I think we're only a minute out. It's a 5-minute flight. That's not bad. That'll be a lot farther than that. We are decreasing in altitude here. Let's bring that nose back up. Accommodate for it. There we go. Don't want to increase altitude, so let's cut back the power just a tad. Perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely love Tampa, Florida. Just gorgeous. Last year, I had the opportunity of visiting Key West. That was awesome. Good look at that exterior view. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that bridge all the way up there. I think I should do one out of Key West. Maybe that'll be the next video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Gorgeous. Alright. Should be arriving here any minute. Where are we at here? Still reading 5 minutes, so that's not looking right. I do apologize if you guys hear any whining in the background. My dog is out in the kitchen and he only 6 months old. He likes to whine. You know how dogs are, they act like they never get fed, nobody ever shows them attention, they're never loved. Let me know what kind of dog you guys have. I'm a hardcore German Shepherd fan. That is all I've ever had, and that is all I will ever have. Some people have their preferences. My least favorite dog is going to be the Yappy Chihuahua. I feel like those are little ankle biters. Let's take a look and see if our time is updated. We're down to 4 minutes. Okay, I thought for a second that was broken. Increase our altitude just a bit. I feel like we're climbing. Don't want to be doing that. for those of you that do play this game, and if you have had the chance to play it in VR, you know exactly where I'm going with this. Absolutely insane. Like, it puts you right in the cockpit. Everything's three-dimensional. Like, you could reach out and touch everything. Just, I don't even know how to describe it. The only downside of VR is the headaches. I am not a fan of all the headaches I've gotten. So that's why I really don't, I don't even record in VR. Plus there's some settings I gotta change up. Maybe one of these videos I will do it in VR. But the problem with that is just a lot of shaking. Your head's moving around when you're trying to mess with camera views. Just a lot going on. And I jump back and forth between my controller for the camera views and my flight stick for flying. There's just no other way to do it, unfortunately. Okay, I do believe we're a minute out. We're perfectly into the wind, so we shouldn't have any issues with landing. I don't like that it pulls to the right like that, and I think that's something with my flight stick. Because the wind is actually, you can see down here, it's pushing from my right, so technically it should be pushing me to the left, but now the wind's just all over the place. Okay, now it's to my left. I guess we're getting some gusts here, so who knows. Alright, we should be approaching here shortly. Let's get our airspeed back up. That's why we're slowing down. We should have been there by now. It's one thing I didn't even pay attention to. That's alright. I think the big two tall buildings right in front of us should be the medical center by the water there. Could be wrong, but I do believe that's what that is. I think what I want to do is, man, that wind is just not even accurate. I did set it to 0 wind just so I didn't have to deal with it, but it's still registering on my monitor there. So let's find our helipad here. Oh, there it is. I see it. Alright, we should be able to come in for a nice landing here. Sun's gonna be directly in our face. Absolutely love that. That's the best. Just kidding. Helipad is directly in front of us. Very nice helipad. Just gonna slowly climb it in. Tablet's in the way, but I kind of can't let go of the controls right now. I would have loved to fold that tablet in and get a better view. Let's get this thing down. It's a good looking helipad though. Alright, let's get some forward. I would sit here all day long and blame this on the wind, but this is just me. Got all those materials sitting there. I don't know what that is. Kind of giving me a weird perspective here. Not terrible. A little floppy there, but I got all this material in front of me. I was kind of watching that. I wasn't really watching my my level there. Okay. That's where practice makes perfect. Okay. Crew's gonna get out. Yeah, not bad at all. And honestly, that's about where I'd want to be as it is, given the fact that all those random rocks, tents. I think that's COVID tents, actually. That's what I would want to land a little bit further back. So that worked out. Look at that. Look at how clear that water is. I mean, phenomenal. The photogrammetry is a little off. Obviously, the buildings are a little when you're up close, but I am not going to complain. Alright, let's find where that other airport is and get back there. I do believe it was this one. You know what? I'm partially tempted to... have any other ones? Got one here across the water. Maybe we should fly there. Get a nice water view. St. Petersburg, Clearwater Airport. KPIE. Set up a flight plan. So KTPA is going to be our point that we leave at. And what was the other one? It was KPIU, I think. KPIE. Okay. Okay. Plane's alive. Gonna be a nice little flight across the water there. Happen. Good there. Everything's looking good. One thing I did want to do, we don't need our landing lights anymore. Get rid of that. Don't really need that. Got my screen up here. Okay. We're off. Got a nice quick takeoff here. Actually a really good takeoff. Very happy with that. Nose forward. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Isn't that what Gordon Ramsay always says? Absolutely stunning. Can't even do his accent. Was he British? Even the shadows. I mean, look at that on the ground. You can see the shadow of the chopper, like, just the smallest detail. Okay, what I want to do is stay away from the runway. Any oncoming, any inbound or outbound traffic. Speeds are about 120 knots. That's approximately 140 miles an hour. For those of you that do not know how to read knots. Engines are a little in the red. Let's tone that down. There we go. Yeah, graphics are a little today. I'm averaging right now about 17 frames per second. Don't know why. Usually I'm up in the 30, 35 range. But some days, and like I said, I think it's the game. There's certain high populated areas such as this where it's just going to make your game kind of That's to be expected. What we are going to do is actually this. Our altitude is going to stay the same. Just turn on our autopilot.
Alt A crossing. Alt A crossing.
Good there. Let's get our airspeed up. Our airspeed the same, and let's couple it. What that's going to do is it's going to bring the arrow, these arrows in line. It's going to put me right on the right flight path to get to where I need to go. You know what? Let's even do one better. Let's decrease our altitude here. Let's get a little bit lower. Once we get to 200, 700, $600. Let's take it down to about 500. Right about there is good. Beautiful. We are just skimming along the water. Absolutely stunning. And it's interesting because the water really kind of trips you out. Honestly, I can't tell when I'm going to touch the water and when I'm not. It's that glassine. Airport's directly in front of us. Looking good. One thing I do want to do real quick. Turn up the brightness on this. It's kind of a little on the dim side. Our IBF filters are at 74%. That is, I gotta remember to clear that out. What's gonna start happening is they're gonna be clogged. And honestly, even if I really wanted to, I can put them to the open position. It's not gonna affect anything. But what it's gonna do is, did it get rid of them? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's showing IBF is open. That's what we want. What it's gonna do is clear all that out. In reality, you would want your maintenance department to take care of that then. Okay, we're gonna decouple. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. And we're gonna go hands on. Alright. Approaching the... Let's bleed off some airspeed. Approaching the runway here. runway landing. Comfortably sitting at about 400 feet. Going for that approach. And then we will hover taxi over to a parking spot. Not really sure where I'm going to park yet. To check that out. Just cutting back for airspeed. Taxi her on over. Take her on over here to a hangar and let her sit. Gotta pretend like we checked the runway, that it's clear. Clear left, clear right. And let's put her next to let's go over there to that airplane over there. Let's start cutting back some super speed. Oh, look at that jet. Oh, we even have another. Oh, I thought it was a helicopter for a second. A plane there. Right in for that approach there. Beautiful. And we're down. Beautiful landing. Looking good. Okay guys, as always, let's do our shutdown procedures. Get those engines down to idle. Okay. Good there. Back in the normal position. What I will do is I will clear that out. Radios off, off. Ventilation off, off. Lavix off. Audio is off. DC off. Standby battery. Avionics is off. Okay. All that's left is the master battery. Let's turn off our autopilot. And let's kill the engines. We're going to get our flight time here. 27 minutes. Not bad. I have a total of 18 hours and 41 minutes. I'm going to continue. Okay, let's get all of our doors open. filled up. What I want to do? Yes, equipment. Sorry, options, setup, spinner failures. There we go. Clogging engine one. Get that to 0. That simulates that we've cleaned the system out. Okay, let's get our ground power is on. Yeah, but it didn't bring out the, oh, interesting. Did not bring out little cart thing. Now it's, oh, okay, now it's on, okay. Yep, there's the cart thing. Alright, let's get our decision height reset. Good there. Let's get our values down to, get rid of that, weight, value, 0. Make that just for shits and giggles. Excuse my language. Well, it has to be at least 125, right? Okay, we're all set there. Get this back ready for our next guy. Flight plan. Clear out the flight plan. That way that is all ready to go. I think there should be a... Isn't there a power button on one of these? Or was it the other ones? No, it's those that have the power button. Okay. And finally, let's get our safety tags on. Alright guys, I appreciate you watching. Let me know in the video, or I'm sorry, in the comments, where you'd like me to fly out of next, and we'll make it happen. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you on the next one. See ya.